YouTube has AI-generated ideas for my channel that are apparently very popular topic with my viewers. I only encountered this tab by accident, but it's just an interesting outlook of what my channel would look like if it was being run by an AI. Corporate greed killing gaming. Xbox, Sony, Nintendo. Yes, corporate greed is killing gaming. Yes, those three companies are guilty of greed in some ways or another. I talked about them plenty of times depending on the events, but I think under 3 minutes is sufficient depending on the news. Also, this AI art is garbage. Corporate wokeism backfires. Gaming, movies, and pop culture. No thanks. Companies being woke or not is none of my concern because I don't care about their politics, I care about their products. Yes, sometimes their products are influenced by their politics, but the issue isn't whether they're on the left or the right, the issue is them preaching it and making the products worse as a result. Is anime truly art? Yes, dumb idea. Also, what is that thumbnail? Why is Luffy blonde? Why is there a random manga panel being put among these cutout anime characters? Fans, critics, and academia debate! It is art. It is not for debate, and I'd rather not invite debates. We've already had enough of that. When internet personalities self-destruct, lessons from streamers. There are other better channels that talk about individual internet personalities that self-destruct and the many lessons we can learn from them. Not my thing. Unmasking the art guy in the AI art debacle. They are the real artists. Next. Okay, here are more YouTube AI suggestions for my channel. They genuinely think that AI can run my channel better. Gamers revolt against anti-consumer practices. That's an incredibly vague and generalized video to make. I talk about specific anti-consumer practices all the time. Government censorship of virtual reality worlds. I think they're censoring more than just virtual reality worlds. Also, is this guy shoving a shovel up his face? The moral dilemma of game remasters. I'm sorry, what? Moral dilemma of game remasters? There's nothing immoral about remastering games. Is remastering a game a sin that you must confess to God for? Granted, someone should confess on who screwed up whatever that 13 remaster or remake was, but it's not exactly a sin. What gaming's future holds and hides. The AI bubble will burst and gaming hardware prices will go to normal. Next, the unseen cost of AI game development. Unseen costs? They pay premium for AI services. It's not exactly unseen. We got plenty more dumb YouTube AI inspirations for my specific channel. Steam's secret agenda. Your library, their control. Well, Steam is a digital distribution platform, but they're not the ones removing games from your library. It's the publishers that do that, like what Sega did with the original Yakuza 0 in favor of the upcoming director's cut. That's not Steam's fault, Sega is just being Sega. You ruin gaming! The hidden cost of progress. That's an incredibly antagonistic title, YouTube. Why the hell would I want to blame my viewers, or gamers in general, for games failing? I suppose there are hidden costs of being progressive, but I'm not putting that blame to my viewers. AMD GX processors. Can old tech ruin modern Windows? This is because I had an AMD GX mini PC that I installed Linux for. They're not the ones ruining Windows. Microsoft is the one ruining Windows. Future of work. AI replaces everyone? Yeah, I hate that AI is being shoved by everyone everywhere, especially gamers with the RAM prices going through the moon. I don't think AI is going to replace everyone at work, but I do think that that's what the suits wanted, to save costs and make more profits. Don't worry, the bubble is going to burst. They control your thoughts, media, algorithms, you. That title makes me sound like a wacko, even if there is some truth behind it, unfortunately. People can get addicted to social media algorithms that prevent them from having any sorts of logical or coherent thinking, but the title makes it sound as if it's a definitive statement, when it's more like something that can totally happen to some people, but not everyone. You're the ones who have full control of your activities. Don't let social media control you. Man, these AI inspiration tabs can be really eye-opening, and I haven't even opened them in detail. Online anime community exposed. The fans lie. Huh. This is not a bad topic to tackle. The idea that there are plenty of people online that claim to be anime fans, but in reality, they're just posers and only like anime because it's trending. I know this isn't a bad idea to tackle because I've talked about this plenty of times, so I'll just have to wait for one of these fans to screw up again so that I can make a video of them. Also, what is up with that thumbnail? That laptop is gigantic. PlayStation fails, and it's your fault again. Ah, yes, another instance of YouTube suggesting me to be antagonistic to my viewers. That's gonna rake in views, right? That's not gonna sour some goodwill out of them, right? VTuber collapses, fanbase cannibalism, and copyright chaos. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of VTubers, so this is not a topic I can tackle. Although it is very popular among my viewers according to YouTube, I guess. The real reason big tech censors. Advertisers. Next. Professors claiming academia needs anime now. That would have been an awesome topic to tackle. If that happened, I don't recall professors, not even the Japanese ones, going out and demanding anime for academic purposes. Oh wait, I get it. For academic purposes. There's an internet lingo that died in the 2010s. Now we just have gooning. There were lots of AI fails last week. YouTube unfairly banning channels and getting community noted every single time they try to be hip with the crowds is quite funny for YouTube, but unfortunately very tragic for all the channels that were affected by their AI detection system and algorithm. If you really want a taste of YouTube's terrible AI, check out the terrible ideas that they have for my channel. Did Xbox fail because you love Steam? No, Xbox failed because Microsoft doesn't put an ounce of effort into making that platform survive. Next, tourist takes on Blue Archive exposed. I don't see a lot of Blue Archive tourists on my timeline to warrant a whole video. I also don't want to make them up because the best kind of human stupidity that I encounter online are the ones that I cannot make up. Old PCs. Is Linux really the answer? Yes, Windows is horrible for them. Next. Fictional propaganda. Is anime really academia? How many times are you going to connect fiction with academia, YouTube? I am not interested in discussing fictional content in the context of academia, even though I talk about fictional content and I do work in academia. That being said, this AI-generated tomboy anime girl is cute. Damn it, YouTube, stop appeasing to my weakness of cute tomboy anime girls. She looks like the girl who leapt through time. Great movie. Modern dating. Are men too lazy or smart? It is very interesting that this topic is popular with my viewers. To answer this title question, no. Men aren't too lazy, they're just too busy doing anything else other than dating. Alright, enough of YouTube generating some garbage content for me to make fun of. We have plenty of other people that make content that I can make fun of that they generate themselves. Some people's use of AI just shows not only how AI is not a good writer at all, but also how utterly brain-rotted the people that use them are. This person used ChatGPT to ask what somnophilia is. It's a fetish when someone gets aroused with another person who's asleep, unconscious, or not aware. This is some of the most vanilla fetishes out there, and you're clutching your pearls getting outraged by it. Why does your ChatGPT talk like this? Girl, somnophilia is not a cute little word. It's actually a paraphilia, meaning a sexual fixation. I'll just play this Ghost Stories clip.
Get your crackhead ass into some rehab. I ain't got time for this bullshit.
People might talk about it online like it's some kink. Because it is ChatGPT, there are adults that can consent and roleplay as people who are that way. In real life, anything involving someone who ain't awake and agreeing is illegal and dangerous. Yeah, if they don't consent to that, but we're talking about a kink, a fetish, which implies a consensual relationship. If I roleplay as a robber and you're a cop, that doesn't make me an actual robber, and it certainly doesn't make you an actual cop. And finally, this has nothing to do with people submitting to AI stupidity. This has everything to do with stupid people being tricked into wanting something that they don't want. This is completely unnecessary and probably even dangerous. This person is offering you an extra 240 FPS in Fortnite. So instead of running the game at 630 FPS, you're running the game at 870 FPS. Why would you want to run Fortnite at 870 FPS instead of 630 FPS? I have no idea. Forget the 30 versus 60 debate. No one, and I mean absolutely no one in the world can tell the difference between 600 and 800 FPS, especially when most affordable gaming monitors these days are around 100 to 200 Hz, as in they can only technically deliver 100 to 200 FPS. Also, please do not run your games above the refresh rate of your monitor. You're gonna waste way too much power and stress out the GPU for no reason whatsoever. Things get worse when the person asks you to go to their Discord server for the best FPS optimization and services, one that you must pay for. Yes, you must pay for the privilege of optimizing games and sign up to this person's Discord server. Nothing dodgy about this, right? And that's all for the video today. Here's a cat. Huge thanks to all the wonderful sponsors this week. You're all fantastic. Don't forget to check out my previous videos here. Click the like button, comment, subscribe, join the YouTube membership, leave some tips, just $1 down below. And thanks for watching.